Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Baja Window to the South. Today, I'm with a very special guest. He is a supervisor, visual effects supervisor.
Right.
That's what it is, okay? Not special effects supervisor. And you will see the difference. He will tell us all about it. And of course, he participates in many important movies, such as Pirates of the Caribbean, Godzilla, Breaking Bad, in TV series. Yes. He's going to tell us all about it. So welcome again to Baja Window to the South, Alejandro Miranda.
Thank you so much.
Please tell us, how did you start it? What was that? What was the call, into this business?
I was a musician first.
Okay.
So I've been into arts for a long time, but mostly music for a while. And then things happened. I went to the Bay Area for a few years, then came back, had to come back. My dad has been a photographer. We talked and he was like, you know what, I closed the Photoshop that we had a long time ago, but it would be nice to get it back going and maybe you and I do a business. Mm-hmm. So that happened. Business wasn't great, so we had to close down. I found a company here in Tijuana that was doing commercials, like local commercials, and they were doing a little bit of After Effects. So I started learning a little bit about motion graphics and then a little bit of 3D, like my friend would explain some things. And I was like, okay, after a few weeks, I was like, I need to learn this, but I need to take it seriously. So long story short, there was a school from Canada that opened up in Guanajuato.
Okay.
So I went there, I did the course, I think it was like 6 months. I finished that. And then from then on, I went to Mexico City. I found a job there and started looking for animation jobs.
Many people don't even know, right? I mean, what's like the difference? Special effects, we're pretty much familiar with that. But visual effects, what exactly did you do? It's in post-production. Can you explain a little bit, for those right there that don't know quite right?
Basically, visual effects is everything you do on a computer, post-production. And special effects is anything you do on production. When you're filming, pyro, explosions, everything, water. You throw water in front of the camera. That's in a special effect.
Now you have you were nominated for an Ariel, right? That is like one of the most important awards in Mexico.
Yeah.
And from that, you started your own studio, Vértigo FX, no? Vértigo FX here in Tijuana. So tell us please a little bit about that.
After I finished working in Canada, I worked about 7 years in Los Angeles, in LA.
You moved to Los Angeles.
My first son was born, and so that changed the dynamic of how far I could move. So I landed a job in LA. And it was actually a company from Canada that knew me already.
Okay.
And they opened their office in LA. And I always wanted to have a studio. So I started on my spare time or weekends, started coming down to Tijuana. So a director from Puebla found my phone number and he was like, you know what, I'm doing this independent movie. I need visual effects. It's a documentary, but it has a sci-fi twist to it. And I was like, okay, tell me more about it.
You were like, okay, challenge, I'm there. Okay, it's gonna be something, okay. So you went for it.
Yeah, so he said, this is the budget. It's little to nothing, but it's enough to get a couple artists that used to be my students. So I was like, hey, you guys wanna work on this project? Yeah. So I rented that apartment. I got these 2 artists. They started working there. We finished that project. We stopped for a little bit. We were doing other projects, like little projects here and there. And then after about 8 months, we got the notice that we were nominated for the Ariel.
And where we can find you, actually, Alejandro, please tell us.
You can find us at Vértigo FX.
Okay.
And for our website is vertigovfx.com.
Okay, well, thank you again, Alejandro Miranda.
Thank you.
For being with us, and thank you, of course, for joining us in this wonderful interview that I enjoy so much.